Okay, so I just want to go over Brandon Boswell real quick. It's a push-through reverse glow cabinet. We've got those down pretty good, but it's been a minute since I sent one. So I just kind of want to go over a couple of the details of this one. There's two of them. They're 12 feet, so they're seamed. So I'm sending over all your face parts first. You'll have your two pieces there, all your pieces here, your end cap pieces, your jigs and things like that. Watch out for these little guys. Keep an eye out for where these go. These will be for the light blocks, for the corners. You have your backer pieces all broke up where you put your LEDs and everything. You'll have a seam piece that'll just get lordsed in on the inside there. Push throughs 3/4 is what the drawing's called out for. So you got your backers, a couple patterns. So like I say, it's pretty much straightforward. Just bend the two edges here, weld in the corners here, put your splice piece. Your splice piece will come in after. There's a splice piece there. But this is the type of cabinet where the side pieces are bent out and you'll lords those on real good. So the side pieces will create your seam. That'll seal up your seam here on the face. So look for that. Make sure that lines up. You got the top and the bottom all lined up properly. And then this continuous piece of the frame will stabilize this part of the seam here. And then what I kind of wanted to go off on this guy here is to make sure that you're going to put this on the outside. So we're going to compromise, because usually when we try to put the seam piece on the inside, we have to notch the backer. And that never really works out all that great. So we're just going to go ahead and compromise, and we're just going to keep this jig on the outside. And when it gets painted, whatever, probably won't see it that much, but it is going to, like I said, it'll just sit on the outside. I think it'll be easier that way. Like I say, we don't have to notch the backer at all and get kind of weird with our little fancy things we do. So this one here, you're just going to lords in this backer piece really well, and just weld in the sides like you do. Should be good to go. You have power out over here, and that matches up the mouse hole over here, so we're good to go there. But otherwise, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I shortened this up to clear the welds. So after you weld, get the face all done first, get it all welded, get these two ends welded up, and then go ahead and lords this all together. And then once you have the sides on, then you can bring in your seam piece here. The seam piece sits in between. As you can see, it just clearances the backer. So you'll set that in there, and that'll lords up that seam real good. So otherwise, everything good. I got UL holes on the bottom, clearanced. Then you just got your usual mounting plates and stuff. On the little light block pieces here, you're just going to weld these in after you weld all this face up. So once everything's all done, you can take these little corner pieces and kind of jam them in there, and then bring them down a little bit and just kind of tack them along there. If you guys need that, because I think that's what we like to do now with trying to get rid of that light chatter, putting that rounded corner in there. So like I say, be on the lookout for those guys and just tack those in after when you're all done. So otherwise, it should be pretty straightforward otherwise. So just watch out for that seam piece and stuff. So, all right, if you have any questions, hit me up.